All right, everybody, welcome to the Get Your Ass Up podcast, where we bring you inspiring stories, people who've overcome adversity and did inspiring things. And today, man, I'm super excited to bring you guys a special guest, man. You know, every now and then I bring in people that I'm really like, I'm a real fan of the game. I watch the games like I'm a Washington Commander, Washington Redskin fan. And bro, I'm like a fan of this guy because he played football the right way. Shout out to my guy Darrick Forrest, man. What's up? Welcome to the Get Your Ass Up podcast, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
What's
I
up,
appreciate
brother?
you having me here, man. Hey, great experience, man. I can't wait to get this game out, man.
Oh man. So first and foremost, man, like, bro, the last season I watched Washington come in, man, and Cam Curl's one of my guys, and Cam was hurt like early in the season. I don't know if it was like week 1 or week 2.
It was like week 1 and 2.
And I'm like, I call Cam like, damn, bro, we about to be in trouble, man. Like, you not out there? Because Cam has been playing lights out
3 years straight.
Football. And I see this 22 guy come in, and I'm like, all right, let's see what he's doing. And, bro, you came out playing football. I'm
Yes,
talking
sir.
about you was playing real football, showing range, coming downhill, tackling.
Yes, sir.
You made flashes, made plays, turnovers, everything. And I said, wow, 22 came and showed up. And then you backed it up. Every time I saw you, came on the field. And even if you had a play or two where it wasn't, you came right back and you played. Man, you came right back. And I was like, that's the type of football that Washington fans are looking for. You know, it's some big names that, you know, come before you at the safety position.
For sure.
Sean Taylor.
Some goats.
Everybody that comes in that
goats.
plays safety is always compared to Sean Taylor. Like, he's the GOAT of all GOATs, man. I'm telling you, as a Washington fan, I've never seen anybody play football like number 21.
Yeah.
Like, that was some, you know, growing up and watching those guys, man, unbelievable, the range, to see a guy be able to come downhill weighing like 225, 230 and smacking and still being able to cover. So man, like, I know obviously you got some guys you look up to as far as like players, whether Sean Taylor, whoever. Give me your growing up, early football. Who were some of the people that inspired you?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Growing up early, you know, it was all about, you know, scoring touchdowns. But I didn't realize that scoring touchdowns wasn't it until I was the smallest dude on the field. So coming to high school, I was 5'4", 5'5", 160 pounds. And I'm like, man, I need to find a way to get on the field. So that's how I ended up playing DB, man. And, you know, I always looked at the guys, you know, around the league. But some guys I always watched, man, you know, Troy Polamalu, you know, Ed Reed. You know, you got the Dawkins of the world, man. You know, everybody, you know, Taylor. I always used to watch Tyrann Mathieu's highlight tape before high school games, you know, and I just wanted to go out there and just go crazy. No matter what I was doing, just go out there and just go crazy, man. So, you know, I always followed a lot of guys, man, but I just took pieces of people's game, you know, that I liked. You know, I implemented it into myself, man. That's why I really play how I play.
That's dope, because it's funny, man, when I actually played myself, I did very similar, man. Ray Lewis was like one of my favorite players ever. And I would watch Ray tape every single day before practice, after practice, and I'm just watching the small details, just trying to pick up little things that he would do. Then I would go into practice, or I would go in the game and try to mirror the things I watch Ray do. So it's dope that you're adding. It's like a pot of gumbo. You just kind of mix a little bit of everything, and you blend it with your style. So I heard you mention Tyrann Mathieu. What about his game is it that you like the most and you want to model around?
I always liked how he was versatile. You know, they used to move him inside, outside. They used to put him at safety. You know, have him out there pressing the number one receiver, man. So I always liked how he was versatile, man. So that's how I wanted to play. You know, it really didn't matter where I was at. I just wanted to make plays.
Right. So, what are you? Are you a corner? Are you a safety? Because, I mean, they play you at safety, but what are you truly? Are you a DB?
I'm a DB, you know. It's crazy you said that, man, because when I was a kid, I came in a barbershop one day. My barber was like, man, you a football player. I was like, nah, I'm an athlete. There's a difference, you feel me? And he always remembered me by that, man. So I'm an athlete.
That's what's up. So you can play. You feel like you can play corner, safety,
for sure.
everything.
Because, you know, the dream was to play corner. Coming into college, I'm a 6 foot, you know, 180-pound dude. I'm like, man, I'm about to go start corner. Nah, first day, they like, go ahead, hit in that safety room. And I'm like, safety room, hold up. I thought I was playing corner. So that was harsh reality, but I still get the cover out there, so I ain't really tripping about it.
So all right, cool. So let's talk about. I want to just know, like, how did you get into like sports in general? Growing up, where are you from originally?
Columbus, Ohio, man.
Columbus,
Ohio. The west side of Columbus, Ohio, Hilltop area.
What is it like? And this is no disrespect, but like I know like some of these areas, Ohio is kind of known like a little gray area. It's kind of like a hard nosed area. Is that kind of hoodish or what? Like
definitely. Where I come from, definitely hood. Definitely treacherous. But it's ways to make it out. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay disciplined for sure.
Yeah, like what? So give me some things because obviously coming out of like poverty or lower income type areas, man, it's a lot of distractions, a lot of things that typically derail athletes. So what was it like for you growing up? Were mom and dad both in the picture?
Yeah, mom and dad were in the picture, man. For majority of the time, even though I got 12 siblings, Pops got 10 kids. Yeah, man.
Wow.
My mom got 5. So it's always been, you gotta fight for everything, because if you the last one to eat, you ain't gonna get no food. So it's always been, nitpicking and fighting to get everything you want. I grew up with both parents in my house until I was in high school, and then I eventually went on to live with my pops. But it's definitely been a long journey, man, coming from the west side of Ohio. And when I was in high school, I ended up moving to a different side of town, man. So things change, but I'm definitely glad that I moved from that side of town because the people I was hanging with, all of them ended up going down the wrong path, man. So, it was like an eye-opener to me. Everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Like, growing up and having so many siblings, like, were you guys all playing sports together? Like, what was that?
It definitely was different, man. People really, in my family, nobody was really playing sports for real. Like, you play sports, but nobody did it big, You'll play probably up until high school, man, go to college and probably end up coming back to the crib. But a lot of my cousins play sports, and that's how I end up getting into them. I remember my first time playing football, I ain't gonna lie, I quit, man. They put me out there. It made me go heads up with like some offense or defensive linemen. And, that was my last day for that year. So I ended up going to the crib. I told Pops, like, I'll come back in a couple years. So when I was 8, I ended up coming back because my cousin was playing, and, this is my favorite uncle's son playing football. So I'm like, shoot, I'm about to play football too. So that's how I ended up back on the field. And, I've been balling ever since.
It's kind of funny to hear that your first time playing, you quit. My first time playing, I go into a game and it's tackle for the first time. I had played like in a lot. We were catching and stuff, but first time going into an actual game, I'm probably 9, 10 years old. It's tackle. Man, I get ran over.
I know how it is.
I was like, dog, this ain't it. I'm ready to fight now. Like,
everything, man.
I done got ran over. First thing coming to me is like, all I know is it's time to like, we got to fight now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to try to get that buddy with the hands.
I already know how it is, man. That's it's crazy though. You say that, man, because I feel like a lot of the way that I play my style, how aggressive I am, it comes from, how the way that I was brought up, the way I was raised. I always was a little guy, So once it got to the age where I was like, all right, man, size don't really matter, that's when I realized how I can be good at football. It was like going into my sophomore year, I was going through a lot of adversity, and I'm like, man, football gonna be the thing for me.
So going through high school, were you just that much better than everybody? Like, what was that like? Were you playing offense, defense? What was your? Tell me what that was.
I live by the quote of hard work beats talent. With talent fails to work hard, man. Going into high school and throughout high school, I was never considered the best player, man. But I always worked hard, man. So I knew if I went out there and you didn't think I was the best and I competed with you, you're gonna be mad because I'm probably gonna beat you out just because I worked harder than you. So I was never really the number one guy. A lot of guys on the team, they looked up to me. They always thought I was a good player, but nobody ever considered me the best. So I always just worked until I want to be considered the best, So it's not a cap to my limit. And, there's not a limit or anything to my abilities because I'm always improving and getting better. So that's why each year they come out there and they see me and there's like, I didn't notice this about this guy. You're not going to notice it, because I'm not flashy, man. I do my job and I do it good.
That's what's up. So coming out, did you have a bunch of offers going into college, or what was that like?
Coming out of high school, I had 8 offers, 9 offers, man, all MAC schools, and then I had a AA offer, man.
How did that feel? Like,
it felt like I was an underdog, and that's how I've always felt like I was an underdog. So I was going in there wherever college I went to. I was going in there with the mindset that y'all got to steal because nobody knows that I'm this good, but I know it. You feel me? So I got to go out there and I got to prove this.
That's always been something I tell people, like the belief in yourself before anybody
Man, I'm
else
telling
sees
you.
it is so important. Like I've always told people, the only way that somebody else is gonna believe in you is you gotta believe in you.
You got to believe in
You gotta
yourself
believe in
first.
you more than anybody can doubt you. You gotta believe in more than anything.
I be
And
telling people
and I
like don't.
love I love you saying that, man. That's
I be
dope.
trying to tell people like don't let people put limitations on what you can do. You know, you can do whatever you want. You know, it's things out there that people say it's impossible, but you just gotta learn how to do it.
It's a
That's
fact.
that's the way I live. That's the way I see things.
So did you red shirt coming into college or
Nah, I didn't red shirt, man. They burnt it. Special teams. I was out there going crazy on special teams. Me and a couple other freshmen, we was out there running down on kickoff return, punt return, doing everything, man.
Mhm.
So I got that experience, and that really helped me going into my sophomore year, transitioning into a starter and going out there, playing some good minutes for Cincinnati.
so you go all 4 years at Cincinnati. Um, what was that? Did you tell me about accolades coming out of college? Like, did you get
Got you.
some Player of the Year type awards? What were
For
you?
sure. So in college, my junior year, man, I had a crazy season. I had like 106 tackles, 4 interceptions, and like 8 pass deflections. And that was the year that my life changed. I got all conference. I knew that NFL was possible, but then transitioning into my senior season, the position that I was in, that I went crazy in, they moved me from that position and put me at free safety. So I was playing strong safety. They moved me to free safety. Production cut in half basically. I had like 50 tackles, like 3 interceptions, 2 interceptions, and then like 8 pass deflections. But I'm like, it was an eye opener for me. I got control. What I can control. That situation was out of my control. I'm a team captain. Everything's going great, but it's a change that I'm gonna have to get used to. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do what's best for the team, and I still end up getting into the league, but I end up going from all conference to honorable mention all conference.
All right. So you come out now. You're in this draft process. Talk about because I know the combine has just went by. We got draft approaching soon. Many people like don't understand the type of uncertainty,
Yeah.
the stress. Like, give me like what it was like from finding an agent, right?
Mhm.
From the beginning. Hey, I got to find me the right agent. All the way into like going into pre-combine training and all that stuff.
Got you. So, man, I'm not gonna lie. Really want many agents reaching out to me. I'm a guy.
Talk
I'm
about
like
it.
I'm a late round guy. They like the grade on him ain't too high. Are we willing to take this risk?
Let me
And
cut you off real quick before you go there. Let's talk about these agents. Most of these agents be cherry picking
mhm,
on talent. They go
yeah,
get all the guys that got all the
hmm
accolades, all that's
yep.
supposed to be first, second round grades. Um, do you feel like that puts a chip on your shoulder with like how you selected your agent and what your
Absolutely.
relationship is?
So that was the main thing. My agent came and seen me twice before he even like was even offering anything. He had came to see me. We sat down, we spoke, we had lunch and all type of stuff, man. And it was more of a relationship thing for me when I was choosing my agent, and I felt like I had been with this guy enough. I had talked with him enough that seen he was a genuine person. He had my best interest, man. So that's how I ended up with him. But it definitely was a crazy process. Agents had me trying to come out my junior year because they wanted the money. So it was guys reaching out to me, and then that next year when I said I was coming back, never heard from them ever again. And that showed me the reality of things. Like, man, these people in it for the money. So you got to choose the right person, or you are gonna be shit out of luck. And I end up getting lucky, man. I'm still with my agent right now, man. We got a great relationship.
Yeah. What like? Let's talk about just like going into the draft. Like you go and you do the combine. What were your times at the
Mhm.
combine and everything?
Got you. So going in the draft combine, everything, I ain't gonna lie, I did have a chip on my shoulder because they had took my position for me. And the way I seen it was, y'all never gave me a shot to fight for it. You feel me? I didn't fought for everything I got in my life. So y'all never gave me an opportunity. So I feel some type of way about that. So when I went to pro day, I was training like I'm about to go out here and show the world that y'all made the wrong mistake. You feel me? So when I was going into training, I was going crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. We went out, ran 40s. At the end of our testing, I had tested I had ran like 4.4. I had ran a 4.44 laser the first time. Then the second time I ran 4.38. Damn, them hamstrings got the biting, man. Them hamstrings got the biting. I had to sit it down for 2 weeks, and I went to pro day. I went crazy. I ran. They said 4.38 unofficial. It was a 4.41 official. I jumped 11 broad jump.
4.3, bro.
Yeah, I did 21 or 22 on the bench press, and then I 39-inch on the vertical, man. So I was going crazy.
Numbers.
Yeah, I was going crazy, man, for sure.
Damn.
That woke a lot of teams up. You feel me?
I jumped 41 and a half. I did 21 reps. So you right there with me as a linebacker.
That's what people thought when I was coming out. They thought I was a linebacker.
Damn.
Yeah, I wasn't even that big, though. I was only 208.
Damn.
Yeah, I wasn't even that big.
20 reps, huh?
Hey, shit,
You said 21 reps?
Yeah, 21.
Damn.
21. I think 21 was the official count for sure.
4.3, 4.4, low 4.4.
21
Moving,
reps.
bro.
Can jump, can do everything, man.
Moving.
People and nobody knew about it. And then it's crazy you said that.
Was this pro day or was
that was pro day.
Okay.
So combine my year got canceled.
Okay.
Because of COVID. It was the year after COVID had came out. So they was like, we ain't gonna do the combine this year. We came in, we did like medical and stuff, but we didn't get to do combine. And that was like another downfall because it's like if I'd have went in the combine, put up those numbers, the world, the world would have been on notice. You'd have been like, who is this guy?
I'm glad you didn't go to the combine.
But I'm glad I didn't either. I ain't gonna lie. I would have never been in the position I am now.
I don't know. You might have made you some more money.
No, I would have. But, it would have been a different process. I always embrace the process. I learned so much throughout my journey that I never really want to do it a different way.
So you came out with all these freakish numbers. You're coming into the league. We're dealing with COVID, all this stuff. What were your personal expectations coming in? Hold on. I'm sorry. Draft day. We got to talk about draft day.
Draft day was lit, man.
Me personally, I went undrafted. I sat through 3+ days of brutal
stress,
and like you're just, is somebody gonna call me? You get in the call, your phone ring. Every time your phone ring, yeah. For you personally, like what round did you go?
I went 5th. So I sat through 3 days too, and it was crazy because the second day I was just hoping and dreaming like somebody take their shot on me. Like I won't fail you. That's all I'm thinking in my head. Like somebody take their shot on me. We had my uncle's crib. Me, my uncle, my dad, we just sitting there chopping it up, having a few drinks because we like, man, we just praying that, somebody take a shot on me on day 2. So day 3 came, and me and my boy, we was having a draft day party together, coming out the same city, and, we coming out in the same year, so we had a draft day together. I remember, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog, I was kind of nervous. I came in, my family all there, and I'm like, man, what if I don't get drafted today? You got doubts in your head. I'm on like my 3rd Henny and Coke, dog, and I'm like, hey, man, it's getting to the end of the night. Let me relax, man. If it don't happen, it don't happen. I know I'm gonna make the most of my opportunities. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was by the bar. I think my agent and somebody had said something to me like, there's been like 2 safeties taken off the board in this round alone. You got to be coming up here soon. I was walking from the bar to where the projector screen was, and my phone started vibrating. And I'm like, hold up, y'all. Everybody be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. And I'm like, hello? He's like, Darrick Forrest. He's like, hey, this is from Washington Commanders. You ready to be part of our team? And I couldn't say nothing with yes, sir, because I'm like, I was really in shock. So everything I kept saying was yes, sir, yes, sir. And, I was so excited. Then, I brought all my family in the room, and I had told them, like, we're going to Washington. And it was probably one of the best moments of my life. Like, you can really hear the excitement, the joy. It was like honest emotion. It was raw emotion. And my family was really excited for me. So it was definitely a good experience.
That's dope, man. I always, going through the draft process myself, and then, watching guys' dreams come true. I know what it felt like to not get drafted.
Yeah.
So I know the emotion that like we put in this. We put your whole life behind it. It's everything, bro. And then you finally get that recognition. Like, hey, we're going to the next level. Going into Washington now, you've been on the team how many seasons now?
I'm going into my 3rd season.
3
so
years.
I just completed the 2nd season, man.
What's it been like your first couple years in the league? Like, tell me, is this the NFL what you expected it to be, or what?
Nah, man, because I didn't know what the NFL was going to be. You just hear a bunch of stories, and all they really talk about when you're a rookie is all the stuff you got to do when you're a rookie. So when I came in, it was tough because, you an outsider looking in, You know, you trying to fit in with the guys, but they like, dog, you coming here to take my spot. You feel me? So that's how the game go. Like they looking at it like, look, you a rookie, you gonna do this, this, and that, and you feel me? You like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, dog, I'm coming here to play football. I'm not doing none of the stuff y'all talking about. You feel me? So y'all clashing at first. You know, I'm clashing with everybody, and I'm like, realize like, bro, all right, everybody had to do this stuff. So all right, I'm gonna do this stuff. I'm gonna lock in. You know, keep my head down. I'm gonna grind. You know, because I'm only thinking about making the team at this point. I'm a 5th rounder. Everybody telling me like, you might get cut. Like, you feel me? Ain't nothing guaranteed. And then at the end of the camp, I get hurt. You know, going into the season, I get hurt. 3rd preseason game, right before the season about to start. So I'm like, I don't even know if I'm about to make the team. I get lucky. I make the team, man. You know, they made some sacrifices to have me on the team. And I grinded it out. And I ended up coming back like halfway through the season off of my hamstring injury. And, you know, I ended up balling out, you know, on special teams for the rest of the year. So it was a tough process coming into the league, man. It was really just learning people and learning how to fit in.
So, but you had a big jump going into year 2. What was the difference? Did the game slow down for you? Obviously, in the NFL, it's all about opportunity. So you gotta have some things go in your favor. Cam gets hurt.
Absolutely.
You get an opportunity. But what was it like as far as, oh shit, I'm on live, not special teams. I'm on a live defensive snap in the NFL, lined up against some of the best in the game.
I feel like the biggest difference for me was I learned the terminology and the language that the rest of the defense was speaking. My rookie year, I went in, you know, you don't get too many reps during camp. You know, you learn it during OTAs and rookie mini camp, but you're really not learning really too much because you're not getting those reps. You know, it becomes muscle memory once you get enough reps. My second year out there, I got enough reps during OTAs that I learned the terminology of the defense. So now we all out there speaking the same language. My rookie year, I'm out there speaking the college language, and they out there speaking like pros. So I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. And then some of the terminology is similar, but once you get out there, you're gonna learn like, nah, they saying the same term, but it has a different definition. So I'm out there like, man, I'm relating to the terms from college. I'm out there doing the wrong thing sometimes, but my second year, it really was just having the muscle memory that I know these coverages, I know what the rest of the defense is saying. So, you know, it's easy for me to go out there and play fast because I'm not thinking no more.
So you came out, man, and really balled, right? And now it seems like you solidified yourself as a starter in the defense. Defensive line is crazy. You just team just re-signed Daron Payne to a massive deal. You got Jonathan Allen, massive deal.
Yes, sir.
You got Chase Young. Montez Sweat. I mean, you guys got a ferocious front four.
I'm telling you.
Everybody wants to know, like, because this is literally what one of my guys just asked me a minute ago. He said, okay, how close are you guys to being a legitimate top 10 defense?
I feel like we are a top 10 defense if you ask me, man. You know, when the first beginning of the season, it was more just getting the kinks out. You know, everything gonna have, you know, weakness. So we found out what our weaknesses were. And then the second half of the season, I feel like we corrected that. You know, it was games that we were going into halftime, you know, and in the game, teams only got 250 yards, you know. So I felt like it was more of us learning each other, you know, going out there, building that trust, you know, that bond, you know, the camaraderie. And that's really what changed us. And I feel like we are a top 10 defense, man. We're going to have to go out there and show that this year. You know, there really ain't no talking. It's really about, you know, putting these words into actions and showing the world.
Who's the best player on the defense?
Best player on the defense? Man, that's tough right there. I ain't gonna lie. It depends on what you want them to do. Because
if
guys,
we need a play made, who making the play?
If we need a play made, that's tough. Because I'll be wondering because it depends. You need a sack, man. You know, Payne gonna come through. You know J.A. might come through. You know Sweat might come through. You know, you feel me, on the other side. You know, but even F.A. had a couple of sacks this year, man. So I really can't say who really the best player on this defense is because there's so much talent out there.
With Chase Young coming back, that front four,
crazy.
How because obviously, like, you know, Chase had an amazing rookie season. He gets, you know, comes back, gets hurt. But the talent on that front four, I think if everybody can get on the same page, makes the whole defense,
I'm telling
really impacted, right?
Yeah.
If you get all those guys, because you obviously, you said 97. I can't think of his name.
Obata.
Yeah, I say his
FA.
name. Fa. He's a phenomenal player, but he's not a caliber of Chase Young. He doesn't have that pedigree that he's highly touted. Chase Young highly touted. You're talking about rookie of the year, number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
You got 4 first round picks on the damn
4, all of them
on a D line. You got a lot of young guys on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Who, in your opinion, who has the biggest potential to have a breakout season
this year?
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be on verge of having a breakout season, and it's not just because of how I'm progressing, but I feel like it's because of the mentality and the mindset that I bring. And guys love that. You see a guy out there making plays and they bring energy. And guys want to be around that, man. So I feel like I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm headed for a breakout season going into year 3.
This is the year that you get the bag.
Man, I'm telling you.
This is the year that you get the bag.
Get the ball, get the bag.
The talk of the NFL right now is number 8. Lamar Jackson has requested a trade from Baltimore. You and I and Shaka were at dinner the other night, and I was like, I don't care who you got to get rid of. Go get him.
Hey, shit.
Because we obviously have a lot of talent on defense, but the reality is we know in the NFL, the quarterback position is so important, and Lamar can solidify and just in this. I said this the other night on the podcast, he scares any defense.
For sure.
Like when you go into a game as a defender, one of the most challenging things to do is to play a quarterback that when you play perfect coverage, he can pull the ball down and take off on you. I can't tell you, even as a linebacker, I'm dropping back in my coverage, and now I look back and I see a guy that's a blur that can juke you, run past you, whatever.
Right up in the middle of the defense.
That's such a unique opportunity to have. And I want to ask your personal opinion. Why do you think there's so many NFL teams saying that they're not interested in Lamar?
I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing in my head that makes sense for anybody not to reach out to this guy or not want this guy on their team. The numbers don't lie. His stats are crazy. What he produces, what he brings to the game is crazy, man. So I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no reason, in my brain that he shouldn't have got his contract yet, and that he shouldn't be wanted on every team in the league.
I 100% agree with that. Were you in that preseason game when
so I actually didn't play that game because Cam got hurt. So I was going in that game thinking I'm about to be out there Iron Man. I'm about to be playing defense, going to special teams, and I got to play like the whole second to like probably end of the game, man. And I got lucky because Cam had got hurt in the preseason game before that. So going into that game, I was planning on playing, but then they realized that Cam wasn't going to be playing this year, so I had to be getting ready for week 1. So I ended up getting lucky, and I had to sit. So I didn't even get to play that game.
Because Lamar was acting bad in that game.
Yeah.
That game
I
alone.
got lucky, man. I ain't had to play.
He ran for like a 50-something yard.
It was like, he broke up the middle for like a long run.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, my God. I need that in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's new ownership on the way, apparently. I saw that apparently there's some deals that are pretty close to getting
people putting some
ownership.
offers.
If the new owners can hear a fan of 30 years, give me Lamar. Listen, bro, I watched when RG3 was there that rookie season. The shit that you see when you go out there in the stands and it's half empty and it's more opposing teams than there are of Washington fans, absolutely not.
No.
The fan base is just tired.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like, it's exhausting. Like, the fan base now argues amongst each other more than like we can argue with other teams and everything else, and it's bad. But I can tell you in 2012, it was one of the most special things I've ever seen in my life. I hope that you get to experience something of that magnitude. Like, because even what I saw what it did for the defense, it made the defense play better.
Absolutely.
Bro, this dude had the fans chanting RG3
When the defense
on
the field.
defense. Like he played so well and had the crowd so hyped that when the defense was on the field,
It was chanting his name.
it was chanting RG3 because it's third down, they ready to get him back on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I can just imagine what Lamar could bring as far as that similar or more type energy. And I know for a fact that as a defensive player, when you know that you got a chance, you know, a lot of times
sure.
it
Like
just makes you play differently.
Confidence, you know,
Yeah.
it's a confidence thing. I know exactly what you're saying. You know, going out there, you know, like, man, look, I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to get the ball back to the offense, man, so they get this ball in the end zone. We keep this thing going. I know exactly what you're
100%.
saying.
And that's what I would love to see, to where the defense can truly put their ears back and just play ball. Because you know, like, you got, like, man, when you watch the teams like Kansas City that just won the Super Bowl, the defense knows all I got to do is get the ball back.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes I look at you guys, I'm like, shit, you guys feel like you might have to get the ball back, score, and everything else sometimes. Like, I watched some games where it's like you guys have played phenomenal defense and it's just like no help. And I know it's frustrating. I played myself, so I know you can be like, man, hey, look, get your shit together, man. Like, we out here, damn, right?
Yeah.
I think the Cleveland game was one of those games where, like, you guys are playing good defense, but after a while, you just kind of, like, it just couple turnovers, you get deflated. Now the game's getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at a Washington team that gives you a quarterback of the caliber of Lamar Jackson, I think you guys are every bit of everybody's now saying Super Bowl caliber team.
Mm-hmm.
So new ownership, please get here quick enough. Don't let the draft and all this stuff get drug out and be sitting here with no disrespect to nobody on the current roster, but we need Lamar. We need Lamar, man.
Man, hey, that's a big push right there, man. Definitely need to try to get it done, whatever possible, man.
What are you looking forward to as far as, like, what have you think, like, when you went into the offseason, what did you say, hey, I have to get better at
This year?
Yeah.
Definitely being consistent. You know, it was some plays last year that I gave up that I absolutely shouldn't believe that I gave up, man. And, you know, it's still shocking to me. So I want to correct on all the mistakes. Any coverage that I ever bust or anything that I ever missed, I watch it, you know, and it lives in the back of my brain, you know, and it's a reminder when I get in this coverage, I gotta watch out for this. When I'm coming down in the box and I see tackles pulling, I gotta do this. So it's just like correcting all my mistakes that I did last year or throughout the last 2 years, man, and going out there and playing consistent. Because I know if I can go out there and I can play consistent, man, there's nothing that can be able to stop me.
Mm-hmm. What when you get your first check in the league, what did you do? What was it spent on?
My first check for real was my probably my signing bonus. You know, after you get drafted, you know the signing bonus coming and stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I put it away because I didn't know what was going to go down. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna be making the team, so I ain't want to go blow that money and then I'll be broke for the next year, 6 months, man. You know, we living in a hotel at the time. They taking care of us, but we really don't know what the future is gonna behold, man. So I was in there saving it. I'm not gonna lie, I was saving it. You know, I was chilling. I was still driving my my '08 Lexus, man. You know, I was chilling. So I really didn't make my first purchase until at the end of my rookie year, and that's when I had got my car, and then that was about the only thing I really bought major.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna work on some real estate.
Oh, for sure. Need that
yeah.
ASAP. I'm telling you.
What, like, for you personally, like, I know you got, like, everybody's got something that, like, they say, hey, look, man, this is my dream to be able to get this. What's your one big thing on your list that you're looking to be able to accomplish and do?
Man, accomplish and do. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know, I want to get my dream cars, you know, a Bugatti and a Lambo, you know, and that's gonna take a lot of work, man. So I definitely I'm looking forward to, you know, just living the lifestyle that I want, doing whatever I want, man, and just having financial freedom. and creating generational wealth, man. It's not really about me when I'm out here and I'm getting motivated by other things. I'm really motivated by like my family, my friends, my city, the place that I come from. Like even when I went home this weekend, it's always fun, but you understand that you can't go back to where you came from. You feel me? So I'm always looking forward to whatever's next in my life, and I really don't. I set short-term goals to achieve long-term goals. My long-term goals to, I set financial freedom and all this stuff, but now I gotta set these short-term goals and go accomplish them so I can make that become a reality.
That's what's up. Are you when you look at your personal life, like, are you saying that your personal life right now is guiding you to where you want to go in your goals?
Absolutely, definitely. And I'm trying to keep the right people around me, keep that right mindset, and I'm trying to focus on not letting things that I can't control, affect me emotionally, physically and everything. So just trying to keep the right mindset, keep the right people around me, so I can go achieve the goals that I want to. There's gonna be a lot of people that tell you can't do things, and I always try to, keep an open mind that, I understand what you're saying, but I understand what I want to get done, man. So, I'm gonna have to put you on the back burner until I get this done. Then I can show you that it was possible, and I can teach you how to do it.
Yep. What's the craziest thing you've seen since you've been in the NFL? Like,
craziest thing.
What the hell?
Craziest thing.
I can't believe this is the NFL. Like anything that like you just be like, man, what in the hell?
What in the hell for the NFL? I'm not gonna lie to you, like the roster cuts. That shit crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie. You'll be in a meeting with one guy one day and you look up and you ain't practice, he's not there, and just 45 minutes before, practice that y'all just had this meeting, you get in practice and he not there, man. So the roster cuts definitely something that's amazing to me. Like even when I was in rookie minicamp, we had a guy, he was with us and we was doing, meetings and stuff. And I guess they had cut him and they ain't tell us. So we reaching out to him like, hey, where you at? We about to do the meeting, this and this and that. He like, I got cut. We like, damn, you got cut like just now? He was like, yeah. And you feel me? I feel like an asshole. I'm blowing his phone up like, why you ain't in the meeting, this and this and that? And you feel me? He didn't got cut. So that shit definitely something that's a reckoning. I don't know, man. I can't imagine going through that, just being there one day and then the next day you out of there and it's in a snap of a finger.
That's how that was my story, bro. I'm sitting there
Man,
one day and
crazy.
it's all feeling good, and then
I'm telling
you get that call. They're like, yeah, we're gonna, be going another
you,
direction.
another direction. They're gonna tell you.
Do you mean another direction?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Look, when I was on IR, I get called to Martin Mayhew office, man, and I'm like, dog, this can't be nothing good, dog. And, they was and he was calling me in there, they was gonna tell me that I was coming off IR, man. So that was probably one of the most nerve-wracking experiences that I had, man. He called me into his office. I'm like, man, I ain't never been in here, but one time. So I'm like, oh, this can't be no good. But it was definitely a smooth experience. I'm glad I didn't get put on that back burner, man.
Yeah, that call can cause depression. So, hey, look, all my athletes, man, is one thing that I tell you is really important is to make sure you prepare for life after football. The reality is we all plan for the game, but we don't plan for the life after. And like for me personally, man, it hit me heavy because I was all football. Man, I ain't worried about none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all say that I'm going to the league.
No lie.
And then that cut happens, that unfortunate injury happens or whatever it is, and now you like, bro, I went from the best player that's always been on my team and this, that, and the third to these dudes telling me I'm cut.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an ego killer.
Telling you confidence killer.
Man, it's worse than losing a girlfriend. It's worse than any pain, man. You can get another girlfriend, but when they cut you, oh, it's different.
Man,
it's different, man.
You bounce around from team to team for a while, but it's eventually guys lose their passion for the game. They lose their drive for the one to play, man. So, yeah, I definitely never want to be put in that position, man. I'm gonna grind my ass off until I never get put in that position.
You're definitely on the right trajectory, man, and I'm happy for you, bro. And I'm happy to be on the good side, bro, because I'm telling you, you are going to be a problem for years to come. I hope they make sure they do the right thing and keep you around.
Oh, for sure, man. Washington my home right now, dog. I ain't gonna lie, I'm loving it out there.
What's your favorite spots to hang out at, like food and all that?
In Washington, I ain't gonna lie. what is it called? Johnny Ray's. I know it's a seafood. I mean, not seafood, but it's a soul food spot out there where we stay at. And I ain't gonna lie, every trip that I get, I'm going in there. What else do I like out in that area? Always like to hit the steakhouses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they always got some good food in the steakhouses. Lobster mac, you know, that thing. What else I'll be eating out there?
I just took him to Poppy Steak the other day, man.
That was my first time. First time, I ain't gonna lie, that was a great experience, man. The steak was great, you know, everything was good. The vibe was lit, so I appreciate that, man, for sure. I definitely
That's a $1,500 steak.
I already know.
Yeah, they bring out.
I already know.
They bring it out with a briefcase.
Look, he came. He told me like, "Hey, get your phone ready," and the lights cut off. All the lights shut off, and then you feel me? you hear music come on. He picked the song that we wanted, and then everybody surrounded the table. All the workers surrounded the table. They open up this briefcase. It's a huge tomahawk steak in there. It ain't even cooked yet. And they do like a little celebration. They do. He put like a branding on the steak, and then they close it, and they open back up. Everybody get lit. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta go visit Poppy's if you ain't never been, man. That was definitely an experience.
Hey, that experience, man, like, I went there for my birthday like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so lit. I was like, yo,
Like,
this is how you supposed to
like
come
on
and have
some
dinner.
classy dinner vibe, but on some lit dinner vibes. Like, it was a perfect mixture of both.
Yeah.
Like, definitely a perfect mixture of both.
How's it been with the ladies, bro? You playing in the NFL? Is it what you expected with having all these different girls coming around?
Definitely.
And all
I mean, the ladies come with the title. You know, they gonna keep reaching out to you, man. But don't get distracted, man. If you got a lady that you rocking with now, stick with her, man. Because the rest of them, they gonna be in it for the wrong reasons. You know, once you get that bag, you can't let them in, man. I'm telling you, you let them in while you get in the bag. You know, it's gonna get bad for you because they gonna be chasing the bag too.
So how do you deal with like the bag chasers because they're very crafty?
Yeah.
These women are, you know, they're tempting and they try their best to get in contact with you, bro. How do you fight them off? I mean, you out here balling in the city.
Yeah.
You goddamn, you popping right now, dog.
Nah, for sure. So I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta be smart. You know, you gotta know when to see the signs. You know, you gotta pay attention to everything. You gotta stay on point. But for real, it's about you know, just staying focused. So if I ain't got time for them or I ain't got time for nothing like that, I'm not interacting with them. I'm not responding to their messages. I read their messages. I see them liking my pictures. You know, when you locked in, you know, so you can't really pay attention to the outside stuff, you know, because it'll really get you distracted. It'll throw you off your game. I'm telling you, stress, everything throw you off your game, man. But dealing with these crazy women, the groupies, all that, man, you gotta stay focused. You gotta be a man of pride, man. You know, you gotta be a man of integrity. You just gotta be like, man, I'm good. Like you throwing yourself at the same.
Keep it real with us now. You in DC now? It's a little different in DC.
It's definitely, you know, a lot of beautiful women out there, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even looking.
So you mean to tell me you going into all these different cities? You coming in and flying in on Saturdays, whatever, y'all landing in there, and they like, hey, I know Darrick and the Redskins or the Commanders here.
Yeah, I can't, you know, because you gotta think they looking for the same type of dude. So every time, you feel me, the next football player coming in, they ain't doing nothing but going to search for the next one. You feel me? They got a type. They like football players, you feel me? They not liking you because, you feel me, you Derrick, you Defoe, whatever, man. They liking you because you a football player, you feel me? So you got to understand, as soon as you leave, the next one going to come in. So you got to play the game the right way. You can't even be distracted and focused on them because, you feel me, at the end of the day, they distracted and they focus on football players alone. That's it. Like, they got a type athlete, whatever it is.
Who right now do you think I ain't gonna make it throw nobody on the team under the bus. But like, what was like an experience that you seen with like one of the guys that you was like, damn dog, no, you knew better?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, dudes be doing dumb stuff all the time, man. But an experience that I was like, man, you tripping.
In regards to females.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dudes be doing crazy shit all the time, dog. Let me think of something that was like just wild to me. I don't know. I be hearing about, dudes be like, oh yeah, this girl broke in my crib, this and this and that. She stole this and this and that. But I definitely had a teammate, girl broke in his crib and stole his passport. And I was like,
Stole his passport?
stole his passport. You feel me? Like petty ass shit. And I'm like, damn, this really crazy. People be going through shit like this. But man, I'm definitely, glad I ain't got to experience no shit like that.
I know in the locker room, man, we always know when you losing, tempers are flaring a different. Who's the person in the locker room that's the bully when the team start losing?
Definitely, I'll say Jay, man. When we get to losing, Jay gonna get us right real quick. He not gonna hold his tongue, as a team captain, dog. When things start going bad, you gotta get things back on track, or you feel me? You gonna stay consistently doing bad, man. So definitely Jay gonna get things right. Chase always gonna throw his word in there. He'll never stop, man. That motor always going. Always got dudes on the offensive guy like you got damn, I didn't forgot his name. See, I'm thinking too fast.
It's offense.
Damn.
Your leaders on offense. Who is it?
My bad. The offensive tackle. Damn.
Leno?
Yeah, Leno. Big Leno always been. It's crazy thing is Leno was the first offensive players to really you feel me, come up to me like, hey bro, I really rock with you. We was in camp this year. Leno was just seeing how I was performing. I remember one day he came up to me like, hey, he was like, bro, you got everything set out for you, bro. He was like, I love your game. And I was like, damn, you feel me? That's real. You feel me? That's some real leadership type stuff. Cause you feel me? He see that I'm a young guy. I probably was dealing with different things, but he came out like, hey, look, I rock with you. You feel me? And this before I even started playing for real, man. So definitely shout out to him.
That's what's up. Give me your top three safeties in the league right now.
Top three safeties in the league right now. Let's see, man. Top three. This gonna be tough, dog. No disrespect to anybody. I feel like right now, top three safeties. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie, I'm putting myself in the top three, just because I'm consistent, dog. It's a lot of stuff out there on film that dudes don't pay attention to, giving up bad plays all the time. And then, when you make a good play, they just celebrate you for it. But I'm gonna give it to bro from San Francisco. He was a dog who was going crazy this year, man. We had, I ain't gonna lie, who I liked that ball this year was bro from the Seahawks,
yeah, I know you're talking about.
Hey, shit.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now.
Last name, is it?
It's about the Woodland boy?
No, not even the corner, the safety.
Who's the safety?
Six.
Yeah,
Yep, six. He was balling out this year, man. I definitely like the way he played. He was going to get the ball. I feel like this year, a lot of guys that were balling, man, were young dudes, And, a lot of people don't respect that, because they like, these older dudes to put in the work and stuff, bro. But I really don't see it like that, man. I see like, whoever going out there and they producing, they deserve their respect. So I definitely I'm gonna keep Tyrann up there, man. He a dog. He's still consistent, man. So I'm gonna keep him up there.
Who the scariest receiver to guard on the team?
Scariest receiver on our team? Terry. Come on now. You got him one-on-one and he's running routes crisp and he's gonna catch everything. That's the one thing about Terry, dog. It don't matter really what position you put him in. He's probably gonna come down with the ball. Like I really realized that. I used to guard Terry in scout team, and you really weren't allowed to go for the ball, but I'll try to put him in the toughest position that he's not gonna catch it. I'll literally run with my hand in between his hands until the ball get there, and he'll still catch the ball, man. But Terry's definitely a guy that, for me, he's hard as hell to guard. But I'm not gonna even lie, Jahan Dotson. If you put him one-on-one in a slot, anything, he's route. Like, he is going to route you up, dog, get away from you, create separation, all that. Man, I ain't going to lie. Our receiver court really crazy for real. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So what's your thoughts on Jahan? I mean, he had a pretty,
Jahan is a
pretty
dog.
solid.
You know, I forgot what game it was, man, but we all was just sitting on the sideline. I'm talking to defensive players, and they was like, hey, he said 2 years, Jahan gonna be a Pro Bowler. And I was like, I believe it. You know, I could just see the way he go out there, he plays, man. He just plays with that energy, like, you can't guard me. You feel me? Like, he really humble about it. Like, he really a quiet dude, but he gonna go out there, he gonna give you work. He gonna give you work every trip.
I was excited at like those first few games of the season. He was scoring like damn near every week.
Nah, he was definitely going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. He was going crazy. But he got high ceiling, man. I definitely see why they picked him in the first round. Definitely a great pick for the first round.
What my man damn, what's my slot guy? Play running back, everything.
Sermon. Curtis. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So what's that like as a DB having to guard somebody that can come out of the backfield?
Man,
like
so that's the thing. I ain't gonna lie. When we was in Kent, we had to change a lot of our coverages because they was putting him in the backfield. You know, doing so much different stuff. Man, it's definitely hard to game plan for guys like that because they might line him up in the backfield and then motion him out to receiver. So you like, all right, he was in the backfield. He's a running back. He motioned out. He getting guarded by a linebacker now. Man, that's a mismatch already. So it's hard to game plan for guys like that because they're so versatile. They can put them in different positions, do so much with them, jet sweep them, run them on wheel route, run them on road routes, put them in the backfield, let them run the ball, man. It's great to have guys like that on my team, though.
What do you think about rub routes and how, like, because that's become like the new wave in offenses now is these rub and pick routes. So.
The way I see it is don't be letting these dudes out here, you feel me, crack back us, basically. You feel me? Like, we not looking. They coming right at us. They hitting us head on, and you feel me? And they not calling it. So I ain't gonna lie to you. In college, the way we saw that was we used to run through their chest. Mm-hmm. If you pick me, I'm gonna run through your chest, and you ain't gonna want to do it no more. You gonna have a headache every time you do it. So shoot, I be wanting to do the same thing in the league, which things is real different, man. But it's definitely, I feel like some of the stuff that they be doing is illegal, and they gotta catch on to it.
Do you think that? I got two things. Do you think that the rules defensively make it almost where you're at the worst disadvantage possible?
Definitely. It's an offensive game, People want to see touchdowns get scored. I just feel like a lot of the rules they're like they be nitpicking, you feel me? Because, half of the time they going to call it, half of it they not, so you going out there and you think you playing your game and then they like, oh, nah, that's a penalty. Whole time you've been doing the same thing all year, man. I just feel like if they going to call them, they need to call them evenly, call them every time, and really realize the situations, man, because, some of the things that be happening like in the Super Bowl,
I was about to bring up the Super Bowl, yeah.
I was going to bring up the Super Bowl because it's like some of the stuff you like, all right, this is the Super Bowl, this can't happen. But it's like, it's the Super Bowl. It was just another regular play. It's tough because the ball was in the air. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. It's tough because the ball was in the air, man.
If the ball in the air, answer the fucking
way
question,
I see
bro. Like, if the ball in the air,
you feel me? He was redirecting him. He got him a little bit. I'm gonna just say it was a PI, bro.
It's PI, dog.
It's a PI.
All these Eagles, I'm from Philly. Niggas act like they don't want to fucking say it. Bro, you can't touch my fucking receiver when the ball is in the air and reroute my receiver. That's PI.
Yeah.
That's PI. But guess what? I got a problem with the NFL refs because they don't call that shit against Washington. You bitch ass niggas, it's a couple games, boy, I be mad as a motherfucker. They be raping Terry, dog. That shit be bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie, they be holding the shit out of receivers. And I won't even lie about it because, you feel me, we be out there watching it. You feel me? Like, that shit, it don't do nothing but create anger because you like, bro, there's no way you ain't see it and everybody else seen it.
That man against the Giants was on Terry back.
Oh, man, that last play of the game. I know exactly what you're talking about. You ain't got to tell me.
I have distinct memories of certain plays.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He held Curtis, then, you feel me, he slipped to his back, and then Curtis went to go jump for the ball, and he bear hugged him. You feel me? And it's like calls like that, like you can't miss that. You feel me? Like there's no way you didn't see him.
Do you think the NFL purposely doesn't call shit because they don't like the organization, like something with Washington?
I wonder. I don't know because I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the times it be seeming like we not getting our calls, but then in a lot of our games I realize they really don't be calling nothing. So they just be out there just letting us play. And I feel like maybe I feel like a little bit, like people probably judging us about what's going on, outside, what we got going on in the field.
What fan base do you hate the worst? Who has the worst fan base?
Between the Cowboys and the Eagles, so, like you feel me? Once I get out there and I see they fans, they obnoxious. You feel me? They disrespectful. You feel me? They loud. You feel me? So I'm just like, I'm a hostile person just because if you about to come out here, you about to be disrespectful, bro. We not even about to do this today. You feel me? Like y'all not about to come in our stadium and wear y'all colors and take over half of the stadium. It's not gonna happen today. I'm gonna make sure y'all have a bad day too.
I'm glad that we beat Dallas last, boy, because them motherfuckers is the worst.
Man, I'm telling you.
Hey,
obnoxious, bro. I'm telling you.
So what stadium have you went into that's been like the most like you like God damn
like lit?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. When we went out to San Francisco, that shit was lit. Like that shit was lit. When I looked up, I don't know. It's something about I like playing in front of huge crowds. Like my first time playing in front of like a real big crowd, we played at Michigan. My freshman year in college, and I'm like, bro, this is lit. There's no way people can't love this. Like, I feel like when I get out there in the field and there's a bunch of people around, they here to see me. Like that's the way I see it. Like they are here to see me. I can't get nervous. I am about to embrace the moment. I'm about to give these people a show.
And that's what you're supposed to do, man. You gotta take that moment. So San Fran.
Who else was lit? I'm not gonna lie. Detroit was like rowdy. Like Detroit was rowdy, being in that dome, them sounds is echoing, dog. It was definitely lit in Detroit too.
Okay, all right. What else I got? We about to wrap up, man. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. What you going Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox. I've been an Xbox guy for the longest, man. I started with like the block black one, but I always been a PlayStation guy too. I had the PlayStation 1. I remember I was a kid. I used to be in there. You feel me? But so it started with Nintendo.
What games are you nice with?
What games I'm nice in right now?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. You feel me? I'm still smooth in 2K. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really lit in Madden because I really don't understand Madden because the stuff on there be fake. You feel me? I could be running the right coverage, doing the right thing,
and then
calling the right calls, and they just got things on Madden that you could scheme up, and you feel me? It's gonna be open every time. So I really don't mess with Madden, dog.
That's a fact. Madden to have you mad.
Bro, I ain't not gonna lie to you. Madden to have you ready to kill somebody, dog. Like Madden is so fake sometimes to me, man. And then I'll be like, I ain't gonna lie, I be seeing some of this shit in real life, and I'll be like, that's the shit on Madden that be pissing people off because y'all be out here doing this shit in real life.
Did you are you wearing Air Force Ones or Jordan?
Jordan for sure. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie because like Air Force One. Like, and it's crazy though, cause I got on some ones right now, man. And when we was kids growing up, people didn't wear ones. Like ones was looked up as Team Jordans too. Like you feel me? People didn't wear ones, and then I know where ones became so hot and catchy, and so the game definitely reversed right back. But yeah, I always been like Jordan guy. You feel me? Chill. I just grab a pair of retros. Keep them clean. But I go wear some play shoes before I put them on though.
So what's your dream location to live at?
Dream location to live? I don't know. I really don't got no dream location to live, but I ain't gonna lie. I love it down here in Miami, man. It's a lot of like it's like you can come down here, you can be yourself. You feel me? People from all over the world here, man. Everybody out here just trying to get money, man. That's what I like. Like you feel me? It really ain't a lot of hating going on down here. As long as you stay away from the spring breakers, you good.
Yeah, spring break in Miami is different.
As long as you stay away from the spring breakers, you are good. The spring breakers be out there going crazy. I don't know what they be on, man.
Loose.
I'm telling you, I mean, I came out here every year for spring break, and I don't be doing half. We ain't do half of the stuff they be doing nowadays. Man. I don't know. It's like people are excited and attracted to stupidity right now, and I'm like, don't make sense to me. Like, bro, y'all out there doing the wrong stuff, and people just getting so excited about it. I don't know.
The TikTok generation is they're a new wave of.
I'm telling you, between the TikTokers and the YouTubers, man, people sit on YouTube all day and they just eat up all that content, and then they think they can go in the real world do the same thing. Half of the stuff that you see on YouTube fake. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a harsh reality we living in right now.
Do you see yourself in the next 5 years being single or married?
I want to say married, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, me and my high school sweetheart, we rocking right now, man. You know, I'm trying to get it to marriage, you know, because I realize that most successful, you know, men, they got a great woman backing them, and people really don't be realizing that they got a great woman behind them, and that's probably what their rocking foundation is, because you'd have found somebody that's your other half, and they keep you going.
All right. How do you handle stressful situations?
Stressful situations, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's probably why I'm so strong. I handle stress with working out. Whenever I feel stressed or something, dog, I'll be trying to find the nearest gym. I go in there and, you feel me, push it to the limit, dog. I'm going in there, and by the time I come out, you know, I ain't even stressed out no more because I'm so damn tired. So, you know, I really handle stress with working out, you know, just doing activities, getting your mind, you feel me, and just staying in touch with reality. A lot of people be thinking about too much, man. So the more I can get out and, you know, live and distract myself from things that be going on, the less stressed that I'll be.
So if you're not playing Call of Duty, you're not in the game, and you're not in the gym, what you doing?
Oh, I'm an outdoor type of person, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Since I got down here, I'll be outside by the pool, just kicking it. You feel me? I'll be out there doing push-ups by the pool. We got some fishing poles. I go throw the reel.
Okay.
Yeah, like Pops. When I was a kid, Pops used to take me fishing all the time. You know, always been the type of dude that been outside. Like when we was
I fish, bro. Like,
when we was kids, you feel me? We'd go to the park and we'd play football for hours. Like we'd go play football for hours and then come back to the crib and just kick it. You feel me? Play the game. So like we'd spend most of the time outside. Like I'll be out on my bike. I'll ride my bike, you feel me, to the other side of the main street, go kick it with my boys, and then come back, you feel me, when the street lights come on. So it always been like that for me. Like I'm an outdoorsy type of person. I like to be doing activities, you know, doing something that's going to, you feel me, keep me active or keep me feel like I'm doing something productive.
All right, so I'm going to finish it up with this final question. If you had one regret, what would that one regret be, and what you going to do to make sure it never happens again?
One regret. I would say, man, one regret. I would just say letting people waste my time. You feel me? Like, I feel like a lot of the times, you know, you can be out here dealing with people and not realize that you're dealing with the wrong person fast enough and you didn't waste too much time. And you feel me? Time is the only thing you can't get back. So I hate wasting time, and I feel like if I could go back and just, you know, weed out all the people that, you feel me, was there to waste my time, I would have got to where I wanted, and I would have got there faster.
Facts. Love that. This is my man, Darrick Forrest here, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Washington Commanders, you got you a superstar right here, bro. Y'all take care of my guy.
I'm telling y'all.
Hey, everybody go follow my man Defo on IG. This is the guy, all right? So listen, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
No problem,
hey, look, man, you came and showed love, bro.
No
came
lie.
on time. You told me you're going to be at 2:30. I was like, what time are you going to be here, bro? He was texting me the screenshot. He was already pulling up. That man come on time. He prompted what he going to do.
Yo.
And I'm looking forward to seeing your success,
Yes,
brother.
sir,
I
man.
appreciate you spending time with me, brother.
Appreciate you, man. That's love.
Love. Welcome to the Get Your Ass Up podcast. I'm Tony, the closer. I'm here to inspire and motivate you to never give up on your dreams. As a former NFL athlete who overcame personal setbacks like going to jail and bankruptcy, I turned my life around to become one of the top salesmen in the world. In this podcast, we'll feature celebrity guests, successful entrepreneurs, and my incredible network to give you real-world advice on how to achieve success in all aspects of life. Whether you're looking to build a successful business, achieve financial freedom, or simply need some motivation to keep pushing forward, we've got you covered. Man, we've had amazing celebrity guests on here like Dame Dash, T.I., my boy Joe Hayden and Edgerrin James, Andre Berto, and more, sharing their stories and insights on how to reach their full potential. Listen, so are you ready to get your ass up and achieve your dreams? Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an episode of the Get Your Ass Up podcast with me, your boy Tony the Closer. Let's dive in. Let's change your life together. Let's go!